I'm Mr. Brock, and usually during a normal school day, we enter from our cars through the front door. I'm here to take you on a tour. Let's go. This is our beautiful entrance to McLane Elementary. Every day, our staff has to go through a checklist to make sure we're not sick or experiencing any of the symptoms of COVID. Things like not having a fever or cough, all those things. So when we come every day, we sign in. Awesome. Additionally, our PTSO has this really great sign for all of our staff for all the hard work. Thank you, PTSO, and thank you to all of our teachers and our paraeducators, our custodian, our front office, for all the awesome things that you do for us at McLane every day. Come on. Every morning, kiddos, we have breakfast in here for all of our students. Go through the line, we'll have tables down. It's really awesome. Additionally, we have this awesome stage that has some of the trees that used to be on McLane's campus were used for the wood on our stage. I can't wait for us to get back to being able to have theater performances here at our McLane school. Oh, this is Mr. Brock's favorite spot. It's called the gym. But every morning at McLane Elementary, we come in here and we sit crisscross applesauce right here with our class. And then Mr. Brock's up there for morning announcements. We do all kinds of things. And one of my favorite things is we recite our expectations and then we model it by showing respect during the Pledge of Allegiance. Then Mr. Brock says, "Have a great day," and we go to class. Students, never forget that you are amazing. Let's go. Welcome to Seed Pod, or Daffodil Pod. This is the home of our preschool students and our kindergarten students. Let's take a peek. Look at these awesome restrooms. And we do some things like, shh, make sure we use our indoor voices. Make sure we use our time wisely, and we have to make sure we use everything appropriately. Alrighty, come on. Oh, I love how second step is everywhere in our school. Our problem-solving steps, where we say the problem, we think about solutions, we explore consequences, and then we pick the best solution. Oh, there's ideas about play, how to calm down. I remember last week, Mac the Owl stopped, named their feeling, and was able to calm down. We'll talk more about skills for learning and about empathy. That's to come. Wow, look at this awesome kindergarten room. We have all kinds of things, like our awesome colors on the wall, our different shapes. Purple is my favorite color, and I'm drawn to this rectangle. All right, usually students would come in here, put their backpacks down, and grab a seat and get ready for class. But I wanted to show all of our students, kindergartners, or any other students who are new, what one of our amazing classrooms looks like. Let's continue on. We are coming to B-Pod. Miss Mellon, Miss Shapley, Miss Walker, awesome first grade teachers, Miss Gordon, Miss Marino, Miss Shannon, our awesome second grade teachers We also have Miss Paula, who's one of our paraeducators, who's done a lot of work in B-Pod. Let's continue. Ooh, just like Daffodil Pod, B-Pod has another name. Can you guess? You're right, it's Salmon Pod. Let's take a look. Can you just say hi?
Hi.
All right, let's continue. Here's another second grade teacher. Miss Gordon, can you just say hi?
Hi.
All right, let's continue on. As our kids know, Macchio loves the library. Don't forget to submit your readathon logs. Come on. This is a pod. It's a special pod because it's also Owl Pod, which is our school mascot. Wow, that's an awesome looking owl. Has anybody ever seen one of those in person before? One of my favorite things about school is recess. One thing that we always do when we go to recess is we gotta make sure we stay safe. We walk slowly to recess in line together with our class, and we stay on the right side of the hallway or use the right doors. Let's go to recess. So this is a new feature to McLane. It's called a Gaga Pit. The rules are right here. This is going to be new for all students, but we can't wait to teach you this awesome game called Gaga Ball. I also know that our middle school, Marshall, has one very similar to this, and I just can't wait for you to learn this game. And this is our awesome big toy. I love seeing kids have a ton of fun on this. Let's go. Welcome to the Owl's Nest. The Owl's Nest is home to some really cool things. Our amazing life skill students are out here in the Owl's Nest. Just so you know, some of our life skill students have been coming in person and they have been amazing. Special shout out to them. Also out here is this awesome science room. So also in our mini building, or the Owl's Nest, is our amazing 4th graders and our school leaders, the 5th graders. They're located upstairs. So, the secret to stairs is to be like a deer, to go as lightly as you can. Let's see if I can do this quietly. Check it out. Notice once again, I stayed on the right side of the hallway. Wow, look at this view. Yep, this is where Mr. Brock's at when recess happens, so I can keep an eye on everybody. Meet the person responsible for your actions, time, happiness, success, future choices, grades. Whoa, if it is to be, it's up to me. This is the office. Miss Wilma and Miss Ann are always here to greet you with a smile. Additionally, you can find Mr. Brock and Miss Corrine in our office and our nurse's office here. There's a lot of really great things about the office. Come on. Say hi to all of our students.
Hi, students. Word of the week. Word of the week.
the ability to keep doing something no matter how hard it seems. Can you teach me how to jump rope? I've tried and I just can't figure it out. Of course I can, but you have to have perseverance to learn. Are you ready? I'm ready. Okay. First you have to put your hands in the ready position and then bring the rope over and catch it at your toe. You did it! See? You had perseverance and you learned how to jump rope. Bye, owls! Remember to have perseverance while you're learning new things.
Disability History Month here in the state of Washington. Each school should promote educational activities that provide awareness and understanding for this month here in October. So we have a special guest for this month's episode of The Hoot. This guest has a degree in psychology and disability studies from UW. That's right, the University of Wyoming. That person is, of course, Miss Alex. What is the definition of the word disability?
So when somebody has a disability, it means that their body or their brain works in a different way. This is not a bad thing, and it doesn't mean that they're sick. It just means that they do things differently than you.
What are some examples of physical disabilities?
Diagnoses like cerebral palsy, multiple sclerosis, traumatic brain injury, those are all examples of physical disabilities.
Are there disabilities we cannot see at first?
Absolutely. Those are called non-apparent disabilities, and those can be things like depression or anxiety.
How has learning more about disabilities changed your views?
I used to think that the only disability in life was a bad attitude, but then I learned that people have different experiences and we need to learn from them and believe them. Some people may need help, and that's okay. But some people do not need help and just want to do things differently on their own.
How can we support individuals with disabilities? What can students do?
It's important to ask before you help anyone. For example, if you have a friend with a wheelchair, instead of pushing them up the ramp automatically, ask them first, hey, is it okay if I help you up this ramp? If they say yes, great, help them out. But if they say no, that's okay, they can do it on their own. I have a question for you, Mr. Brock. How can we make things more accessible?
Great question. Over the last few years in the Olympia School District, we have worked really hard to make our website more accessible. That includes making sure that things have headers and are nice and bulleted in all of our communications so that people who need to access it via a screen reader are able to do that. That supports people who have a visual disability. Additionally, we've also added captioning to all of our videos. So you will notice each week for the episode of The Hoot, you can hit on that closed caption button right below and the captions will pop up. This supports all of our individuals at our school or families who are deaf or hard of hearing. It's also really nice. I appreciate it because sometimes I'll watch in a video and my daughter might fall asleep and I don't want it to be very loud, and I turned on closed captioning so that I could still see what's going on without having to have the sound super loud. So when it supports everybody when it's all said and done, there are lots of things too that we might not even notice that supports people with disabilities at our school. Things like ramps to support all of our students who access the school via a wheelchair or have some kind of a scooter. We've had students with scooters in the past that have had to use our ramps and have benefited from them. Also things like an elevator in our owl's nest to go from the first floor to the second floor. All of those things help to make our school more accessible for all of our students.